If you've spent any time in the God of the Old Testament discourse, you've probably heard the critics describe God as a petty, unjust, unforgiving control freak. And what is their primary evidence, you may ask? God says it himself. I, the Lord your God, am a jealous God. In our world, jealousy is usually what lands us in a toxic relationship or a therapy session. But is God's jealousy the same as our insecurity? First, we have to fix our vocabulary. Like Paul Copan said in his book, Is God a Moral Monster? He points out that we often conflate envy with jealousy. Envy is wanting something that isn't yours, like your neighbor's promotion. That's not God's kind of jealousy. Biblical jealousy, the root word kana, better translated as zeal or rightful protectiveness. Critics see God as an egomaniac demanding attention, but it's actually about covenant loyalty. Think of it this way. A husband isn't being insecure if he gets upset when another man tries to hit on his wife. He's being protective of a sacred, exclusive bond. He's jealous for the relationship because the relationship matters to him. One of the biggest critics is that a jealous God must be a needy God. Like he's sitting on the throne scrolling through Instagram upset that we didn't like his new post. God doesn't need our worship to feel good about himself. He's already perfectly satisfied with the Trinity. Instead, God is jealous for us, not of us. There's a very big difference. When we go chasing after idols or whatever modern distractions we've replaced them with, we are not hurting God's ego. We are hurting ourselves. God's jealousy is his refusal to let us settle for things that can't love us back. He's jealous for our well-being because he knows that we function best when we are aligned with the source of life. The Bible constantly uses marriage imagery. Why? Because marriage is the only human institution that demands that kind of jealous exclusivity. The critics say God is a tyrant, demanding 100% of the spotlight. But God is a lover who refuses to share his bride with things that will destroy her. If God wasn't jealous, it would actually apply he didn't care. Indifference is the opposite of love, not jealousy. A God who just shrugs while his people self-destruct isn't a moral God. He's an absent one. So is God a moral monster for being jealous? Not if you understand that his jealousy is rooted in commitment, not in insecurity. God's jealousy is not the tantrum of a toddler, it's the passion of a protector. If someone is jealous for your heart, it usually means you are worth a whole lot to them. Maybe it's time we stop seeing God's jealousy as a red flag and start seeing it as a badge of our own value.